Hi, Rick Urso with Motor Age coming at you with another great tip brought to you by Bosch and Robinair. All right, in this video, we're going to cover a successful R-1234yf AC service on a live vehicle. I am also going to cover why the R-1234yf AC service takes so much longer than your R-134 service. We're going to talk about different methods of leak detection, like using the LD9 tracer gas kit by Robinair, which is a great way to find hard to find leaks, rather than just using the refrigerant to find the leak, because the R-1234 refrigerant is very expensive and we don't want to just waste it to the atmosphere when we could find it with a tracer gas. It's a great method to use. And then we're going to end it off by using the Bosch ADS 625X to help us diagnose different AC issues on vehicles. Now let's get into a successful YF AC service using the Robinair AC1234-6 AC machine. Anytime we're performing any AC service, the first thing we want to do is hook up our gauges and check our static pressures. On YF systems, the AC service ports are going to be different than your R-134 service ports. So there's no way that you can cross-contaminate any fittings. Now we all know that the AC service times are prolonged on YF systems. So I'm actually going to bring you along on a live vehicle through an AC service to show you the reasons why the services are so prolonged.
All right, now as we could see that both of our static pressures are equal, which we want because right now the system is off and it's equalized. Now if we had the low side pressure down here at 50, this could actually mean that there's a restriction in the system.
Now that the vehicle is running and our pressures have stabilized, you can see we're at about 35 on the low and we're somewhere in the 175 range on the high pressure. That's a great pressure differential on this system. Now, first thing we want to do is go ahead and recover the system. On systems where you see both sides low pressure, that could indicate that the system is low on charge, which is a good diagnostic direction on where you want to go. So this machine has an option to do an automatic AC service. My preference is to do everything manually, and that's just my preference. So we're actually going to recover the system first. It asks you, year, make, and model, which that's fine. We don't have to do. We'll skip that. Trying to cut down the service times. As you can see, we have another step. Now we're analyzing the identifier to make sure that it's pure. So now it's asking if we want to take a snapshot of the AC system pressures beforehand, which is fine. It's a nice feature of the Bosch AC1234-6 Robinair machine. Okay, connect service hoses. As you guys saw, we already did that. Here's a good snapshot of our static pressures, and you can see we're even, so we like that. We don't want to print, but it has a feature. Here's where the fun begins. All right, as the machine finishes up the recovery process, this is the AC1234-6 Robinair AC machine. That is a great machine that gets a job done, even though it's not in production anymore. We have the AC1234-4 and the 34-9, which are the new Robinair AC machines that have industry-leading technology, like 98.5% recovery efficiency. They have automatic service, just like this does as well. They're also hybrid capable, and they also have Bluetooth capabilities, which is pretty cool. All right, here's the results from our recovery process. We recovered 0.733 kilograms. Now we're going to move on to our next step. We can actually print it on the machine. which is actually pretty cool to keep track of the data, which helps you diagnose AC problems. All right, let's move on to our next stage in the AC service process, which is going to be to put the system under vacuum. So let's get out of here. Next stage, vacuum. All right, we don't care about putting in the year and the make and the model. Enter the vacuum time. 30 minutes sounds good to me. All right, now we're in the vacuum stage of the AC service process. Let's talk about some different leak detection methods and also tools that we can use to find leaks on the YF and also 134 systems. The Robinair LD7 leak detection tool is a great and very accurate tool that we can use to sniff out YF refrigerant in the atmosphere, and it also works just as good with 134 systems as well. So another way to track down AC leaks is actually a tracer gas method. Robinair does have the LD9 TG kit, which we're actually going to inject a tracer gas that is like 95% nitrogen and 5% hydrogen into the system. And you're actually going to be able to go through that system with a leak checker to detect, and it's a way more cost efficient way. Because, you know, if we charge one of these systems with the expensive YF refrigerant and the system has a huge leak, we just wasted like, you know, $200-300 of refrigerant, and that's not good for anybody. So this is probably the best method that we could use to check for leaks. All right, the next thing I want to talk about is the 18465 manual PAG oil syringe. Now we have to manually inject the R-1234yf oil into the system because R-1234yf AC machines are no longer able to automatically inject oil into the systems. So another great feature of the Bosch and Robinair AC machine, on the AC1234-6, the -4, and the -9, they actually have the system flush capabilities, and the machine will actually bring you through the whole process that needs to be done anytime that a flush is required. Certain times a flush is required is if the machine detects any cross-contamination of the refrigerants in the system. So part of the process that actually takes so long on these systems is you have the refrigerant identifier process, and then you also have an O2 sensor that's on the machine that's going to check these refrigerants to make sure there's no cross-contamination going on and the purity of the YF AC. On top of that, the machine is going to prompt you to run around the vehicle and do leak checks on all the different leak points because R-1234yf is actually mildly flammable. So they need to stay safe and make sure that no leaks are detected at time of service. All right, so another important aspect to touch on is the requirement for a 609 certification for any shops that are servicing any AC systems for payment. And this certification is done, it's a pretty easy online course that's an open book test that all shops need, required by the US government. All right, so vacuum test is done, and we're still at 30 inches of vacuum, which is good. That means no leaks. So let's go ahead and charge the system. Year, make, and model again. All right, so we have the amount of refrigerant that we're adding. We got 0.875 kilograms for this system. This is a dual system. And then we can actually pick where we want to put it in. And Robinair actually always trained us to put it in on the high side and the low side. Now it's asking us if we're charging a high voltage system which we're not, so we're going to hit escape for no. Already connected to the vehicle. So now here's a difference from your traditional 134 systems. We're actually doing a vacuum leak check in between the vacuum and the recharge process. This also adds to the prolonged AC service times. All right, so here in the charge process, the machine stopped and prompted us to start the vehicle, turn on the blower, run the AC, and they want us to check for leaks, and this is where that LD7 Robinair leak checker would work out great. And then it's just asking us if this test was performed. Yes, I already checked it for a leak, so we're good there. Was a leak found? Okay for yes, escape for no. No leak was found. Is there an auxiliary evaporator on this vehicle? There is. Now it's going to prompt us to also check for a leak there. Again, this is where the LD7 will work out great. No leak found. So actually what it did right before charging, it actually charged it with a very small amount to go in there and check it for leaks. Because it wants to know if any of that YF refrigerant is getting released to the atmosphere, and that's due to its flammable properties. All right, and now it's prompting us to disconnect the high pressure hose, keep the low pressure hose connected, start the vehicle, turn the AC on so it can equalize the hoses. Let's do that now. Now it's going to equalize the hoses, and we recognize this from our traditional 134 AC services. All right, now disconnect the low side hose. It's going to recover the lines as in the hoses, because you always want to do this before you check the AC system pressures afterwards. All right, now let's diagnose some AC issues using the Bosch ADS 625X scan tool. This scan tool is actually one of my favorites for automatically IDing a vehicle. It populates quicker than anything that I've ever seen. So we got 2017 Dodge Journey equipped with the R-1234yf. Let's go to data stream. Bosch is pretty good with being able to customize data PIDs. All right, see, we have all of our data groups inside the engine control module. Let's customize it. I've already selected the data PIDs that we would want when you're diagnosing an AC system. What I like about the Bosch, it's actually pretty good with graphing data. One other great feature about the Bosch ADS 625X is they have the diagnostic service information tab that's already here with wiring diagrams, where you could just click on a wiring diagram tab and then it just brings up already the wiring diagram for that vehicle and engine you're working on. All right, I hope after today's tech tip that everybody could see that servicing R-1234yf is actually not that bad, especially when you have the right tools and equipment to help you get the job done efficiently. I'm Rick Urso, and I'll see you guys next time.